Hello, hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Elsa here. So if you didn't know, I am Malaysian who live here in Hong Kong. So on today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 halal restaurants and places you can eat whenever you come to visit Hong Kong. This mainly on the Hong Kong island. I live on the Hong Kong island. I work on the Hong Kong island. I don't like to stay far away from my office, so I'm just staying in the walking radius from my office. Even though it's half an hour, it's a good half an hour walk. Hong Kong is very walking friendly, and it has like a very good public transport. You can go anywhere around Hong Kong with public transport, and especially on the Hong Kong island we have tram, we have trains, and we have buses. So yeah, I'm going to share with you 5 restaurants that in Hong Kong. So let's get into it. Right, so on the Hong Kong island, it was known that like this is a bit more expensive, but you can definitely find a cheaper price food in certain places, in certain restaurant, I'll say. So the 5 restaurant that I'll share is between I'll say like you can eat on a daily basis and you can eat on like a special occasions kind of things. Means it's expensive, right? So like I know coming from Malaysia, it's gonna be expensive when you come to Hong Kong, food wise, shopping wise, that kind of stuff. But I know that in Malaysia, because of inflation, things are getting more expensive, so this shouldn't be that shock, I hope. Alright, so let's start it with the first 3, which is like this is on the cheaper side where you can eat every day. This is where I eat every day, not necessarily every day, but like on a daily basis, if I can't. Right? First thing first is the canteen. The canteen is on the 5th floor of the masjid, which is like the mosque in Wan Chai. So if you go there, if you want to eat and pray there, you can do those at the same time. But be mindful that the dim sums, so that's where the dim sum, the best dim sum you can eat for the halal one, is only gonna be a certain hours. I think it's like 12 to 3 or 11 to 3, something like that. It's not gonna be the whole day. So yeah, remember, if you wanna go eat dim sum at the canteen and pray there, make sure you go there during lunch hour. That's when they have the most things. So yeah, it's pretty cheap. Like so the dim sum come in a small plates, right? So each dim sum is either they have 2 or they have 3 pieces in small plates, and that range around 15 to 20 HKD. So I'll put like some of the conversion. So and then depends like what they have, right? Some they have meat, some they have veggie, they have buns. So 2 of my favorites is the chicken feet and the bun. So yes. And then they also have like hot, is it hot meal, what do you call it, like the one that they cook for you. It's not as good, but you know, because it's cheap, so you just eat it. It's not that bad, but it's not the best. Yeah. And that range around 45 to 65 Hong Kong dollars. Yeah, I'll put like some information like in terms of like the photo for the menu and stuff, and the link to those the links to the place, which is like the Google Maps, because I think like if you go to Google Maps, you can see the menu and the photos of the other things. So yeah, don't forget to check the link below. Alright, so number 2 is the duck rice. This is something that I never ate before I came to Hong Kong, and this is one of the best. This is in a local market. If you want to experience how the locals eat at like a food court, so this is where it is. The best meal is like duck rice in the plate. They have curry, the muttons, and the chicken curry, that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of curry, so I'm not a big fan of their curry. But the thing is, I'm not a big fan of curry in general, so don't quote me on that. If you want to try, you should still go for it, and it's quite cheap. The prices increase before I came when I first came here, it was like $40. Now it was like I think 48 or 50. So it started like 50, it goes up to 70, I think, the difference. Again, I'll put the link below. I'll put some of the photos for those that I have. And my favorite here is the duck rice. Yeah, and it has a lot, so you will definitely be full. One thing though, I'll say, don't forget to bring your tissue because sometimes they don't have it, and then when you eat like such a greasy meal, you want to wipe your mouth and stuff, so don't forget your tissue. And I'll say that skip the drinks. They only have like a canned drink and stuff. You can opt out for something else after, like a coffee or like a bubble tea and stuff. So yeah, that's it. So number three is Istanbul. This is not a local food, but I'll say that it's good. It's something that you definitely should try here. The one that I like, so the two things that I like here is burger, like the grilled chicken burger, which is very good, and the chicken wings. It's very juicy and it's very, because they grill it as well, so it's very good. That's all I can say. So the price is different when it's like lunch hour and during dinner. And during lunch hour, they don't have the service tax, because usually they don't during lunch hour, but they have for dinner, mainly because, you know, dinner is sort of like considered after work hours, so that's considered overtime, so that's why they have that. But don't quote on me, because a lot of things changes after COVID, so sometimes they change it and I don't pay attention, so that's on me. But the price there is, they started around 65 and it goes up to 110 Hong Kong dollars. So it depends like what you want to eat. Of course, they have kebab, they have like chicken shash, they have Turkish food, right? The range of a different food, and they do have the baklava. That's so sweet, so usually I skip that and just stay with the burger and the rice. So alright, so Istanbul located in Wan Chai Road. That's near the what you call it, the mosque as well. So those three locations are near to each other. It's kind of like a walking distance. The duck rice, the mosque, and the Istanbul. So it's around the same area. I'll say that if you come to Hong Kong, stay that area so that you have more options to eat. Alright, now let's go into something that more expensive. The next one I'm going to share with you is called Saffron. So started like, I think like around 160 HKD for a meal, and then it goes up, you know, like when you have drinks, there's another 45, and then the service charge and the stuff. So usually I don't eat this on a daily basis. I just eat this like maybe once a month or on special occasions, like something to celebrate with my friends, whatever it is. It's really good Persian food. I'll suggest you to at least try it once if you are here in Hong Kong. If you have something to celebrate, I'll say, even if you're not, you know, even if you're not visiting but you live here, I'll say just go and try it. They have a great drinks as well. It's a halal place, so the drink is not drink, but they have wine and that stuff if you want to, but just saying. And yeah, so I'll put like some photos. I like their mixed beef and chicken with rice. It's very nice. It tastes very light. Their rice is very light, so that's why I like it. And I like their sauce, their garlic sauce, which is alright. So last but not least is the Alexandria hotel. So they have a bar and a restaurant at that hotel. One thing I really like it is that they have a halal steak. So I'll put like the photos, that the one that I eat. So I went there with my friends for the Eid, because for the Eid Adha we didn't go back home, so I was like, hey, let's go eat some steak, and we went there. It cost I think 240 HKD, but it's good and is enough portion. I'll say that you should go and try it. And it has such a pretty decorations and like a Victorian theme hotel and stuff. I never stay there, so I just went there for the food. I'll say that if you want to go there, go and like dress up and take some photos and, you know, have some chat with your girlfriends and all the stuff. So yeah, that's the most expensive meal out of like all the 5 restaurants that I share with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Anything, let me know, and see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching.